Hey, welcome back to Pam's Artsy Corner. Thanks for stopping by. Today's topic, well, I was working on a painting, and this is, hi, world, this is Wolfie. Wolfie, this is the world. Yeah. So Wolfie and I were hanging out for a couple of weeks, and, you know, still, for me, I mean, it's no offense, Wolfie, but like for me, I was having some issues, of course, with my painting, but like you know, hold on, let me just take a step back and don't pay attention. Pay no attention to the mess in the room. This is my normal work area. Oh, okay, office. So this is crooked and now you're straight. Yay. So when I was planning on recording, because I had made earlier recording with this video and I was just painting along, blah blah blah, well, okay, office. So this is crooked and now you're straight. Yay. So when I was planning on recording, because I had made earlier recording with this video and I was just painting along, blah blah blah, you know, I was thinking, you know, I just came back from the masseuse. Anyway, I was thinking about an artist's health, and I was trying to come up with like, what are a couple of things that have affected my health as far as you know, things that have troubled me since I've been an artist. So first thing I wanted to mention here, apart from like the painting of Wolfie here, I noticed when I was getting into the details of Wolfie's like fine hair scenario there, I started creeping in closer and closer and closer to the canvas. And as I was doing that, my back started hunching over, you know, my neck started protruding a bit more. And it's no wonder that when I got to my masseuse that I was feeling really tense. Same situation if I am like maybe sitting in front of my canvas the whole time, but my arm is up. You know, your arm is not supposed to be up in the air the whole time. People who drive a lot might feel the same kind of tension in their shoulders. If you're holding your phone a lot, you might feel the same kind of tension. So that's one thing. Another thing I noticed that, excuse me, allergies are horrible right now. Another thing I've noticed is when I am really involved in a painting and I am getting up close like I was with Wolfie's details here, I tend to not blink. Weird, right? But it happens. And so especially towards the evening, or I notice it a lot because I start getting very blurry-eyed, very blurry-eyed, very, what is wrong with me? Oh my gosh, my dehydrated. So two things that I wanted to point out was that you got to remember your, and I'm not trying to be preachy, seriously, but this can affect your health. This can affect your performance as an artist. I mean, you don't want to have silly little things getting in the way of being able to create, right? I don't. But sometimes I forget because I'm having so much fun creating. I forget to take care of myself. So number one, blink. If you can. Maybe when you're cleaning your brush, you know, it's such a silly little thing. And yet when I saw my eye doctor about my bleary eyes, my blurry vision, it just turned out it was dry eyes because I was not blinking enough. Of course, I'm overdoing it right now. But my point is, remember to blink. Because if you can't see it, how can you make it? Or unless you want to make a mess. Did that sound mean? I didn't mean to sound mean. It's just, sorry, mini earthquake with my foot. I didn't mean to sound rude. But you do need to take care of your vision. And I mean, you could do little shortcuts like put eye drops in before you work. Or put eye drops in after you work. I don't know. Whatever helps. Or you can just take extensive blinking breaks. Take a blinking break. Take a blinking break. Take a blinking break. Blinking break. Blinking break. Blah, 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 blah. There's your tongue twister for the day. So secondly, oh, I just remembered one up. But as far as like your shoulders and all, and holding your arm up this whole time, like it's as simple as like, oh my gosh, I don't know if you can hear that on camera. A shout out to Ray for my massage. And I'll see you next week, bro, because oh my gosh, I'm a bag of rocks still. This isn't necessarily from painting, but if you're an active person already and you're an artist, oh my gosh, kudos galore to you. I am not an active person as an artist. I'm just an arthritic old lady, so it's kind of tough to get around. But if you are not arthritic like me, make sure you're like exercising something and moving around. Work your core, do push-ups or something, because you gotta stay limber. The third thing I thought of for your health as an artist, I don't know how many of you have ever been painting and you're just going away, or even just if you are working on a tabletop. How many of you have carpal tunnel? Carpal tunnel is such a pill. So I've been through so many different things, like therapies and stuff, and of course with my masseuse, Mr. Ray, peace. as far as like things that you can do to help prevent carpal tunnel. And of course, like I'm a Google doctor and I'm a YouTube doctor, YouTube doctor. I'm a YouTube doctor. And what I have learned, like especially during the pandemic, teachers were in front of the camera, in front of the computer all day. Because if we weren't teaching the class online, then we were doing the work to prepare to teach the class online. And it was hell on our bodies, okay? With the vision and the shoulder and the stress and the whole carpal tunnel thing. So simple things you can do. I do the vroom, which is really good for stretching. I saw this one online. Vroom, vroom. And then I tell my students when we're testing, we turn it sideways and we go vroom, vroom. So front, vroom, vroom. We are on the motorcycle. And sideways, we stretch right here. I don't know the technical terms of things, but I know that I use this stuff when I'm painting, okay? And then we do the, excuse me, Wolfie. We do the pray, which you will totally feel right here. We do the pray, and then, oh my gosh, I could tell I'm suffering because I'm feeling it with my stretch. And then we turn it upside down like that. Yes, you get to see my fat arms. Ah, that's a good stretch. So, and then just like this, of course, from the fingertips is a good one, but the pray is especially good. And then if you want to top it off with an additional vroom, vroom, I have no technical terms for these things, and a sideways stretchy. I wonder if anybody has brought up the health of artists. I think that's a really good topic to discuss. What do you think, Wolfie? So I didn't finish recording Wolfie's completion, but I do want to point out a few things on Wolfie because I did get up close with him. Some spots I don't feel very happy about. This was a really challenging angle. Right here, this whole eye thing. His head was turned slightly this way. And so it was really tough, and I was feeling really challenged. I mean, it looks better in the camera right now. I'm looking at it. But this nose right here, and I'm sure if I had a brighter light source, because the light is supposed to be coming from this direction based on my source photo. If it was lighter, it would be great. But I just wanted to give a very light, neutrally kind of background. Anyway, so, but right here, this was a whole challenge. And then I was feeling like maybe his eyes needed to come down a little more. And I had intentionally meant to fix that up. But then today I was just like, eh. You ever feel like, how many of you are just like, eh, let me just go with it? Does it really matter? I mean, so that was something else. I mean, yes, I care about my work, but how many of you felt, oh, I have so many questions today. How many of you felt frustrated by a work, by your painting, and you're just like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna, I'm done. I'm just signing it off. I'm done, you know? And I felt like that because, you know, one of the dangers of not signing off on it is stressing over it and then making too much of an issue, overdoing it, messing it up, putting things there that should not be there. So that was one of my choices. So, but I just wanted to keep like the standard Wolfie look. So I did like how this came out. I was worried about not making his muzzle area, his schnoz, wide enough at the top. But I think with the darkening right here, like it really helped out. The ears were fun, of course. Another area that was kind of troubling for me, let's hold Wolfie here. I was really tempted to just go like white, but a lot of times I had to tone down my white with Titan Titan Bluff, I think that's the color, the shade, or I used yellow ochre, which is always fun, which is what I used on his eyes. And then I mostly stuck to Payne's Gray for dark areas, but towards the end of the painting, I was like, okay, finally, I'm just gonna break out the black. So I used some carbon black, but very sparsely. There's like a little bit, like the eyes, some nose, and then just a bit, and then some whiskers. I did mix in with some white. So, and then as far as the background, I had like a very different background. I did use ink, as you recall from the video. I did use like ink for my background. But then I had something like grayish, but it was not playing well with my color combination on Wolfie. So, and I'm just looking at this part right here. I'm like, what are you, like, growling or something? It looks off to me. But I'm gonna be my worst critic, my hardest critic. It is what it is. So I just wanted to add a little color variation. I didn't want it to look like stone like it did in the source of the picture, the source photo. So I blended in some, blended Titan Bluff with some phthalo blue, and I added a little bit of violet, and I just, you know, I had lines already flowing off with this coat. So I just kept the whole line thing going with the background. And this is Wolfie. So got a little more than you bargained for with this video. Now you didn't get to see the final product. I did use a lot of fine line brushes. I did use a lot of, sorry, I'm over here. I used a lot of my hog hair brush to give it a lot, to not look so condensed with my paint stroke, my brush stroke. I wanted it to look a little scattered, a little more hairy, and then when I wanted to add even more detail, I broke up my fine brush, like the tiny detail one, so that I can get like little things like little lines here and whisker lines. And then I threw in a few over here. It wasn't a whole bunch. I mean, the effect is still there. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to take care of yourself, artists, because how can we make stuff if we don't? I feel like that's such a negative thing to say. You'll perform better as an artist if you're feeling better as an artist. There, I should make that a catchphrase, a t-shirt. Ta-da! I hope you all have a good day, and have fun painting. Take care. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed yet to Pam's Artsy Corner, oh my gosh, what are you waiting for? I'm fabulous! Well, most people know. Ciao! Peace out. Blessings. Bye. Why can't I just stop? Just say bye, Pam. Bye. Toodles. I'm still here. Ow.